Welcome back to Ravenfield. Today we are going to be covering the MG42. Now, the MG42 is it was made by the Germans for the German army, and it was used from 1942 to present. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that's completely correct, but I got it off the wiki, so don't yell at me in the comments for it. And it was trained in the same ammo as the Mauser, which is kind of an interesting... I'm not entirely sure if the wiki is right on all this. And it was used in about 8 different wars, so that's kind of an interesting fact about it. And the main one being World War II. It had a belt-fed system, so the ammunition was carried on a belt and loaded into the rifle as a belt. And it was a mid-range military rifle. Well, machine gun technically, and it was quite iconic, used in many German war movies, and it weighed just over 23 pounds, which, this thing being handling this thing was an interesting feat. So, as you can see, yeah, everyone has one. Yeah, I made everyone have one, so this is gonna get interesting. And it's got an extremely high rate of fire. Like, if you're looking for a mod in Ravenfield where you can just dump hundreds of rounds into the enemy forces, I'd recommend the MG42. Because, yeah, I'm getting absolutely wrecked here, so. But yeah, overall, it is a very reliable machine gun. Now, it does have a very large amount of recoil, but it was also made to be mounted or placed on the ground, so recoil wouldn't matter as much there. But hip firing is just so cool. And I believe it was the M60, which I will be covering next time. I'll be covering the M60 from Rambo First Blood, when he destroys the town. Actually, that is one of my favorite movies. Fun fact about me. So, yeah, overall, very powerful rifle. Definitely something a civilian should not have their hands on. And I couldn't find a mod that had the recoil under control. So I will say there's only about, I think, 2 mods or something for it. I can't quite remember. Yeah, I think there was only like 2 mods for it, so. But overall, it's definitely a solid rifle, well, machine gun. And if you've got the time and you've got Ravenfield, I would definitely suggest trying it out maybe once or twice. I'm asking that you guys please like and subscribe, because it really helps out the channel. And it helps making these videos possible, because it takes an insane amount of time. Now, the one, I can't tell if it's a glitch or something, and it has to be, but after using the MG42, zooming in just makes your guns look like that, which is kind of weird. But overall, I'm making this at like 4 in the afternoon, so I'm very tired. But it is interesting because it's definitely not one of the like most 100% best mods, but overall it is an okay mod, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I would say you're definitely gonna have to burst fire it. So like you can't just hold it down and expect to really hit much. I personally think it's better used in burst fire, so it's a reloads. So I'm using burst fire right now, where you just click it down a little bit, because it keeps the accuracy a bit more. But considering you can go through 50 rounds in a few seconds, it's incredibly powerful if you're able to aim it. And as you can see, the enemy seems to be like dead accurate with it. So that's fun to try and manage. But yeah, overall, I would definitely say it could have been used very, very well in the war, and it most likely was. But at a staggering 23 pounds, like, the thing is 23 pounds really doesn't sound like much, but that's the unloaded. And this thing was made to carry over 100 rounds, I believe. Like, because it was belt fed. So technically, the most amount of ammo you could put on it is as much as the action could pull through, and it could pull 200-300 pounds. Like, these things are being, and I really don't see how it's being used presently by the German military. I just don't see how it's still effective when we've got something like the Browning, like the Browning and stuff like that. Can't remember the official name for it. Like, I'm not saying that it isn't used today, but I just don't 100% trust the wiki that it is. Yeah, you can tell that almost everybody's starting to run out of ammo. So everyone's down to pistols now, pretty much. Which is interesting because I still have over 200 rounds of ammunition, so. Oh. Oh boy. I'm getting absolutely... I'm getting kind of bombarded with bullets, though. Okay, that's one down. Okay, so it's 13 against 12, so we should be able to win. But again, that isn't much of a guarantee. Oh boy. Honestly, I think we'll be able to clutch it. Once we respawn, I think I'll be able to clutch it out. Not entirely sure, though. Okay, that's one. Okay. We're not doing bad. It's 3 against 3. I'm not entirely sure where these shots are coming from. And I'm kind of worried that I'm just going to get suddenly pinned down by gunfire. Okay, it's 3 against 2. We've got a little bit of room to spare. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's him. No, the thing is in these videos, I may be the villain, but I'm really not a monster. I'm only a monster off camera, so I'm all good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. Oh.